What's good, y'all? Feeling a little bit better than I was the other day. You can probably tell by my voice. But the name of this live stream is gonna be "Are We All Family?" Are we all family? This is a important topic. It's very important. It's something that should be talked about, something that should definitely be discussed, and something that should definitely be made clear. Now, to answer this question, I'll say that it's partly true, and at the same time, it's partly not true. What you have to understand is the main thing is here on Earth. Well, here in this particular dimension or realm that we're in, you have to understand that it's a whole different family that's down here. If you understand what I'm saying, there's two different families you see that exist, and one exists pretty much on a higher frequency or in a higher dimension or a higher realm, while the other family is down here. You see what I'm saying, in this realm. But another thing that you have to understand is, and this is where it gets kind of tricky, because there's a particular family or bloodline or however you want to call it that exists, that's in a higher dimension, but these particular people have a bloodline that's here on Earth too. You see what I'm saying? So it's really like three different groups. It really, you could say four, because it's another one. We ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna go that far. But right now, in this little live that I'm talking about right now, we gonna just say that there's three. One thing that a lot of people have to understand is most people that's here in this realm right now, your very first avatar, the very first physical vessel that you had was like a great alien type vessel. And this goes for pretty much all of us. You see what I'm saying? There's different type of grays out there. And the very first bodies that we had was like grays, was like those type of suits that you see. And a lot of people will say, well, that's way in the future. But what you have to understand is the future is more like the past. And what you see now is the finished product of what these particular entities was trying to create, as far as our vessels, the vessels that you see now. This is the final product. But you have to understand we came from these gray type vessels. So when we ask this question, are we all family? You'll have to understand that we are, but at the same time we not. Now let's switch over to the Holy Tablets real quick. In this whole Dr. York stuff with the Anunnaki and all that. That's a whole particular family right there. When you talk about the Anus and the Inkies and the Enlils and the Murdochs, that's a whole family right there. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole bloodline. And the problem with these particular individuals is just like they tried to put themselves on a pedestal, and it's almost like they tried to erase the rest of the families that was here. You see what I'm saying? They not the only ones, y'all. They not the only ones. But they the ones that basically tried to erase everything else and make it seem as if they are the ones that's, the only ones that's there. So when we talk about Dr. York, now this is all just something that I've downloaded myself. But I believe that Dr. York is actually Halal. His father was Tarnish, and his mother was the my leader, however you want to call it. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not sure which one of those two was the father or the mother, which one of those have the angelic DNA or whatever. But one of those two had DNA that comes from another side of the family. You see what I'm saying? Then they mixed with these serpents or whatever you want to call it, and that's how Halal or Dr. York was created, and that's who we're basically the other side of the family. That's who we're fighting against now down here on Earth, Halal, and the bloodline that he created. See, the thing about them is you can say, yeah, they family, but they they not the type of family that you will want to like work with. You know what I'm saying? That you would want to be a part of, because they'll go against you. You see what I'm saying? They'll go against you and they'll get greedy, and they'll try to stab you in the back to steal from you and take from you, because what you really have to understand is this other side of the family, even though they may be, you know, partly a part of the family, they really don't have none of the stuff that, you know, the side of the family that I'm from have. You see what I'm saying? You could say that they like poor or they don't have anything, which is why they have to do illegal shit to get the money that they have. And they have to, you know, do all this lying and cheating and sneaking and stealing and finessing to try to put themselves in a better position, because really they don't have no type of rights or no type of claim to this planet. You see what I'm saying? Not at all. And this is the reason why they're so determined to try to tie in with the particular family that's down here, because at first they was gonna try to just wipe us all out until they realized that they gotta have the blood to even survive here on this planet. Because once the shit switch up, once the poles and the planet and stuff shift up, it's gonna shift in a way to where people that don't have the right blood ain't gonna be able to live here. You see what I'm saying? Because the way that the planet is gonna be with the sun rays and everything that's going on, it's going to be to a point to where this atmosphere is not suitable for particular beings. You see what I'm saying? So this is where it comes all in, to where they trying to find a way to tie in. They want to get this particular blood, because without it, they can't exist. But see, at first they was trying to wipe us all out and just take the planet. You see what I'm saying? That would have never worked. What would have happened if they would have done that is we would have just came back. You see, everybody from my side, we would have just came back, because the planet would have shifted, the poles would have shifted, the atmosphere and the planet would have shifted, and this other particular side of the family would have just died off, because they wouldn't have had the blood. You see what I'm saying? So this is where it goes in, for people need to understand that nobody can really take this planet. You see what I'm saying? Nobody that don't belong here can't really take this planet, because at the end of the day, the poles is gonna shift, the planet is gonna change, and when it change, you know, if you ain't got the right blood, you're not gonna be able to live here. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna die. The atmosphere, everything about the planet is gonna kill you off slowly. You see what I'm saying? So slowly but surely. Hold up. So that's where we at right now. Now, let's talk about the Holy Tablets a little bit more. So now, with that being said, this is the reason why they created the whole book, the Holy Tablets, because what they're trying to do is, what that side of the family is trying to do is they basically trying to make us all seem like we're just one big family. Like there's no differences. The difference is which a lot of folks ain't gonna like it when I say this, but you gotta understand this the truth. And all I speak is the truth. But pretty much everybody that's down here in this world, pretty much everybody that's here in this physical reality, you are of the serpent. You have some of the devil's blood within you. You see what I'm saying? You have some of the devil's blood within you. You must understand that. You must understand that. Now, when it comes to an individual like myself, my blood is pure. There is no devil blood within me. You see what I'm saying? And this is where all the jealousy and the hatred comes when it comes to, you know, me doing the things that I do. And this live stream is not meant to, you know, talk about me. I'm just explaining something. This is the reason why you see so much hate and so much jealousy and so much people trying to push what I'm teaching and the shit that I'm trying to say to the wayside, because they don't want a person of my DNA, of my blood, to basically take power. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not of that satanic blood. I'm not of that satanic seed, family. You see what I'm saying? My blood is pure. You know, they tried to wipe us all off from this particular family, the O negative blood types. Pretty much everybody down here got O positive. You see what I'm saying? You got the devil's blood within you. You see? And I remember I've had plenty of dreams to where I've literally descended down here to this planet from the sun. Mind you, and I've told y'all this 1,000 times. Every dream that I come on here and tell you about really happened. Like, don't try to be sitting here saying that I be making shit up, which a lot of y'all probably don't. But there's a lot of people out there that be saying shit like that. But I've had plenty of dreams to where I descended down from the sun and came to this particular realm and tried to, like, teach motherfuckers that look just like me, you know, dark-skinned niggas, dreads, you know, shit like that. I come down and try to teach these motherfuckers something, and they turn their back on me in the dream, like, man, fuck this nigga. I ain't trying to hear what he got to say. Man, turn his back. You know where that's coming from? That's coming from that devil seed, family. That's coming from that devil seed. For all these niggas out there that's suppressing me and shit, and talking about me and slandering my name, you wondering why you doing that, because you part devil, family. You part devil. And y'all niggas don't want to, you don't want to, you know, admit that shit. Well, some of you are admitting it now. But that's the main issue with a lot of y'all niggas out there that be having all this hate in your heart. Nigga, it's because you part devil. You see what I'm saying? Your father was destroyed a long ass time ago. Was basically kicked in the ass a long time ago by my father, or by me, or by my grandfather. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you already got a certain gene within you that's like, fuck that nigga Chief Soul, man. Fuck that nigga. I ain't trying to hear nothing he got to say, man. That's because, like I said, your father or your grandfather or somebody in your ancestors got his ass kicked a long time ago by mine. You see what I'm saying? So that's where that shit goes. Now, I told y'all that everything is not all bad, because these particular beings is trying their hardest to basically mix in. They want to mix in. And to be honest with you, they trying to mix in with my particular DNA. You see what I'm saying? They trying, because without it, you know, they ain't gonna exist. They can't survive here, you know? So that's where all this shit comes down to, family. You got these Anunnakis, which is a whole different side of the family, which, let me go back and say this one more time. We all come from grays, pretty much. My lineage, I come from the Asgardians. We the original motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why the Asgard landmass is all the way on the outer rim. It's like pushed all the way out. You see what I'm saying? This landmass that we in right now is like more in the middle. Asgard is far out there on the outer rims, because everything started in the center. And as time went, things spread it out. You see what I'm saying? So in order for me to bring my consciousness back to where this, I had to go back in time. Way back in time. You see what I'm saying? Way back in time to get here to where we at right now. So, like I was saying, these people, they trying to mix in. They trying to mix in because without it, they won't survive. You see, but the thing about it is, they trying to do this shit sneaky. Like, they don't want to, You know what I'm saying? They don't want to come out and just tell the truth or flat out of what's going on, because they know that if they do that, it's pretty much makes them like, yeah, if you like okay, let's put it this way. Say these motherfuckers need my DNA to be able to survive here on this planet. You need my DNA because you got devil DNA inside of you, and your entire race has been cursed by this devil DNA, and the planet is changing with the poles and whatnot. And once the planet gets to a certain dynamic, your bloodline won't be able to exist. But there's hope, because there's one person here on the planet that have this pure blood, and all we need is one drop of that pure blood. And if we get that, then it can help all the rest of our people out. It can be like a vaccine or some shit, and we could give this vaccine to all our people, and it make us survive this pole shift. Well, if that's the case, then that makes the person that you taking that blood from God. That's your God. You see what I'm saying? Because without that person, you wouldn't live. And we all know as God is something that you need. You need God. So if that's the case, these niggas don't want that shit to be known. They don't want this particular individuals with that particular blood to know the truth. Because if that particular being know the truth, then he can come out and be like, all right, check it out. So I help y'all out, but this is what's gonna happen. You gonna do this, and you gonna do this, and you gonna do this, and you gonna do that. And I want you to stop doing this, and I want you to stop doing that, and I want you to stop doing this, and I want you to stop trying to act like you this and this and this and that. And I want y'all to sit the fuck down and cut all this bullshit out. See? And they'd have to do it. You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't have no choice. Because if they don't, your ass is out of here. You see? So that's what I see, family. You know, that's what I see at the end of the day. It's just a lot of shenanigans that's going on. A lot of people that's trying to basically trick and finesse their way around the story, instead of just, you know, admitting that they fucked up and doing it the right way. I remember one time, the motherfucking devil or Satan, however you want to call his name, told me his damn self that killing Christ was killing him. You see what I'm saying? He said, little did Satan know that killing Christ is killing him. You see what I'm saying? Little, like that nigga told me that shit straight up out of his own fucking mouth, family. Out of his own fucking mouth. He told me this shit. He said, little did Satan know that killing Christ was killing him. And that's because what I just explained to y'all. These motherfuckers, they need the DNA. You cannot survive here because you're not supposed to be here. The planet is about to change, family. You see what I'm saying? There was only one bloodline that was here on this planet that was set to make the shift, to make all this, you know, what's about to happen. It's in the book of life. You see what I'm saying? Which they stole. It's in the book of life. These niggas know what I'm saying. They know it. They know what I'm saying is true. It's in the book of life. It's right there in the book of life, family. It says it. You know? These niggas only got a certain amount of time to get the blood they need, to get basically what they need. And it's not just blood, it's love too. They need a whole lot of shit, family. You see what I'm saying? It's not just blood. Because if you could say, well, we could just kill the person with the blood and steal it. No, you can't do that, because that's not going to work. It's almost like, y'all know how sometimes you be watching these voodoo movies. For instance, let's talk about that show American Gods. And you remember when the white girl, I forgot her name. The white girl that died. You see what I'm saying? That died cheating on Shadow. She died. And you remember when she went to go see Baron Samedi to get the potion, basically, to bring her back to life. That shit said it needed a drop of blood, and it had to be infused with love. You see what I'm saying? It had to be a drop of blood, and it had to be infused with love. She couldn't just take a drop of blood. It had to be it had to be a drop of blood of somebody that was truly in love with her. You see what I'm saying? In order for it to work. That's kind of how this situation is with these beings. A drop of blood is not all. It's not everything that you need. You need love too, family. You see what I'm saying? Without the love, it's not gonna work. You see, so these niggas is like trapped in one of these hoodoo witchcraft type situations to where they gotta they gotta motherfucking do some Cinderella type shit or some Disney movie type shit in order to survive, and they got a time limit, kind of like off of Beauty and the Beast, to where that nigga had the motherfucking rose in the house, and the witch said that if you don't find a true love by the time that this last rose fall off, you gonna be stuck like this forever. Like, that's the kind of shit that's going on with these niggas, boy. Cause I told you they did some fuck shit and they stabbed them in the back. You see what I'm saying? Remember, I just told you that the nigga told me himself that little did Satan know that killing Christ was killing him. He said that shit himself, family, out his own mouth. So in order for these people to get right, they gotta get forgiveness. They gotta get forgiveness, and they gotta basically, they need love. And that is also the reason why they playing this whole soulmate game. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of that's part of the game too. I'm telling y'all, this whole soulmate shit, talking about that niggas gotta marry certain beings and shit. Like, you can't force that shit, man. You can't force it. You can't do none of that. Like, these niggas, boy, they in the bind. You in a bind. You in a tough spot. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You in a tough spot. But anyways, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for coming in this live. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And y'all take it easy, man. Chief.